bright.
I am bright, but
no. You white, bright is white. When she put the light
I'm dark
on you.
skin. You know I'm actually like one of the dark skinned people in my family. Like this is like dark.
Oh yeah.
Besides my brother's like chocolate, but he's like a real pretty smooth chocolate.
Don't tell Lovey that.
I like them.
I think everybody likes them.
I don't know.
You don't think people like them? Well, you know, I like my best friend. She like real light skin. She's like a real light.
That's fine. It's cool. We're gonna go live now. You're not. If you're done, you know. I didn't want to cut on you talking.
Alright, there we go. www.jamradio.com.
Wait. You new here, but you not new here. So she has to do the 2 now, right? I mean, she has the badge.
She missed the 2?
That's why I brought it. She did. That's why I stopped it.
How you missed
and I brought it back. She thought she slid. She thought.
Well, I know
really took the day off.
It's not like she don't know.
I know she been at home in the mirror practicing too.
Even Roy, he may not say it, but he mouths it.
Yeah.
He be like,
I definitely want to say it.
you can
cool.
say it, Roy.
Just time it the right way.
Let Roy have his chance, man. He want to do the 2.
You gonna stop
Yeah, how you gonna speak on somebody else's chance? You ain't
I know.
got
You just got your chance. That's just like a nigga.
I ain't gonna jump, but let Roy jump.
Right. You can't sacrifice Roy yet. You ain't did it.
www.2jamradio.com. Shout out to Miss Lovey. She letting y'all hear a little bit of what go on behind the scenes here, Love the Jam Radio. We just like to kick it and have a good time. I'm comedian Rillos. We do have the queen of all things in Miss Lovey. Say what up to the people.
Whatever. I'm talking about your shit.
We got Britt Baby, our newest member of the team. Newest member. Speaking of newest member, yesterday we kind of stepped into the, introducing you as the newest member. Somebody was like trying to raise their hand like they was the newest members, but they didn't realize they wasn't the newest member no more. It was you, but you didn't catch it. But Lovey caught it.
No, I didn't catch it.
I know, but Lovey caught it. She was just like, oh, she just wanted to sing. Because he was about to get mad, like, fuck that, I just got here. I done came 4 episodes in a row.
That was back to
So,
back.
yeah. So shout out to D Black, hey, newest member of the team, formerly crime partners. Hey, he gonna be in the
He's
building.
still a crime partner.
I know. No, I mean like formerly newest member of the team, but he is a member of the crime partners. And you gonna see a lot more of him. He seems like he's ready to work, and I like his energy he's bringing. But we do have Britt Baby in the building. Let's get your official what up out the way. What's gonna be your every time you come on? Hello.
I don't even sound
That wasn't her. That was me.
I don't even sound like
Just in
that.
case they thought it was you, it was me. All right. What's gonna be your intro? We're gonna learn this right here, right now.
I don't know. I gotta think of something like cool to say. I can be lame.
You can't tell people. You gotta think of something.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like
That made it lame.
No, you
It's
know
gotta
what?
be something you say like all the time.
I really be like, if I say what I really sound like it's gonna sound so country.
It's cool.
Y'all know I'm really country.
We'll pick up on something that's, because I'm good at like picking up on
I
that.
realize when I answer the phone, people be like, hey Brittany, I'll be like, what y'all got going? Like that is
super country.
That's so country.
Got going?
No, I would not say that here, but I'm just using
Sound like she's sitting on a horse when she say that.
Right.
I'm just using an example.
Thank you.
Get right for the
all I was doing was pointing. You ain't have to tell everybody.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get myself right on
I
that.
don't feel like I'm a real producer, like a real
You are a real
You're
producer.
doing this shit. This is all yours.
I need a thing that
Somebody told me that this is the best radio station that they have ever been to.
Shut the front door.
Somebody last night, one of our special guests said, this is the best radio interview station that they have ever been at.
I believe that.
One of
you
the
got
two
multiple. You got multiple compliments yesterday.
Oh.
One of 2 people said
well,
that.
Awesome.
So for us, we like this just normal shit. You know, we do, and it's like for art, and we appreciate artists who appreciate that.
Facts.
And it meant more that an artist appreciated. You know, some artists just we done had artists show up. Like, hey, what a drink is. like didn't book no interview, didn't bring no song, but they know us, so that hey, what y'all drinking on tonight? It's like, any more cups? Like, no, when you, this is probably like blunt etiquette too.
Drinking etiquette.
You can't come up in the party looking for the weed.
Especially
if you don't have no weed,
you ain't bring none.
You're not allowed to look for the, because if you walk in my house and you ask me what a weed is, I'm gonna say where your weed is. And it should be a rule that if you don't have no weed, you should be able to get your ass whooped.
But what if you come in with a disclaimer already? Like, look, I'm on rough times.
Yeah, that's cool, but it has to be approved. You can't just give your story out like, yeah, I'm doing bad, I'm down bad, and then jump in. Like, no, you have to be, oh man, sorry, man. You want to hit this blunt? That's the invitation right there. You want to drink this drink? But you can't just go in like, oh man, I had a rough week going for the refrigerator. Because you know,
got sandwich stuff?
It's in there, and I don't mind you having some, but you can't go straight for it. Like, it's just rules and etiquette, and that's what smoker's etiquette is. So we're going to get introduction etiquette down by next week. Wait by next week. We're going to get her to talk more. And we got Mr. Nasty Nose in the building.
He's the real MVP, y'all. He went to the
talking
store
quiet.
on the ice, so he's in high esteem on tonight.
Yes. Thank you so much for that, because we needed it. I was fucking up with the drinks today.
Man, Boris came in fumbling and bumbling.
Yeah, I was arguing before I left the house, so I knew it was going to be a fucked up night. I was arguing about some bullshit before I left the house. And I was egging the shit on, so I knew I was going to fuck some shit up tonight. It's me. It wasn't the drinks. It was me just fucking shit up, and I apologize for that. But I appreciate y'all for coming out tonight. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. But we're going to get to know Miss Britt starting off of this. We got a couple topics we're going to get to later. Miss Britt, who are you? Where are you from? What made you get in the radio? What side of Houston? Where you from? What school you go to?
Okay, I guess you want to know my whole life, Rillos. I'm going to let it pass. No, but I'm originally from Louisiana. I was born and raised in Lake Charles, Louisiana. So, you know, I'm a country girl at heart. But I've been here for quite a time. I've been here since Katrina, on and off.
You're a refugee?
Okay, you don't consider it like that.
But you one of them?
It's real with Rillos.
No, she ain't one of them.
No.
I watched this episode of The Boondocks and it
No.
made me like, did you see it? No?
Oh, but
No, I didn't see that one. No, but I mean, I did move here after the storm.
Okay.
But you didn't move here because of the storm.
Yeah, that's.
It's a difference between moving here after the
storm and moving here
Okay.
because of the storm. Right?
So let me break it down. So Hurricane Katrina mostly hit New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
So then New Orleans came to Lake Charles. We got the aftermath, which was Hurricane Rita. So when Rita came, Lake Charles is mostly beach. A lot of people don't know this. So Mississippi River flooded all of Lake Charles. So yeah, so a lot of our homes, they told us, no, FEMA, people think FEMA did so much shit. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do shit. So literally, like, they checked people's houses, they gave them a little bit of money to start over, which was really nothing. And for example, they checked my grandma's house. And my mom, she had already moved here. She gave me an option because I didn't want to move. So I stayed with my mom, which is my grandma. And they told her, oh, your house is good. 6 months later, she started getting sick, started coughing. It was mold in the walls. So I ended up moving here officially when I was like 14. I went to school in Aldine, and then I moved to the Woodlands, and I got my car, graduated with people I went to school with. Shout out to Aldine. Okay, first off, don't make fun of Aldine. Second,
I got homeware with Aldine. I got a story about me.
I think there's a store called Aldi by my house.
no, not Aldine. Aldine.
Aldine.
I simply stated that there was a store
No,
called
Aldi. I like Aldi though. You know how much people at Aldi get paid? They get paid good.
Yeah.
They get paid like $17.
Yeah, that's Chick-fil-A price.
They get paid $17 an hour.
Dang. Who I got to sleep with to get that job? Yeah, I'll be a sacker. I get all the baskets in the rain. Snow.
But they don't even do that.
Yeah,
they
sit
just
at the
sit
register.
down. They sit down. Their baskets are like you gotta put money in it to put in. You gotta. Yeah.
So, like, I've been to Aldi before, but I didn't pay attention because I was just going to pick
They
something
really
up.
don't do nothing but stop
But
and check.
When they check you out, is it like Joe V's? Because you know at Joe V's don't trust their own workers with money. They actually have the machine. The people have to put their money into the machine. Like, it ain't no cashier at Joe V's.
No, they have cashiers at Aldi.
Oh yeah, at Aldi. I was about to argue it down. I don't think
Yeah,
Joe
I
V's
saw
numerous
You
times.
know what somebody really feel like
So they get paid $17 an hour and
like
they get a chair?
$16, $17.
Sit down.
They sit down and ring you out?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta have a degree to work there.
Get the fuck
Oh.
out of here.
I'm not joking.
I almost had the job.
No, I swear I heard
degree.
I heard you gotta have like an associate.
Okay, well that's respectable.
But some people don't got no associates, so I'm just saying.
I have several.
Yeah, some people ain't got them.
Look at.
I'm some people.
Okay, no, but I don't want to get sidetracked. So, when I started college, my minor was in mass communications. I love journalism. I love media. I love writing. I love to read. I especially love to write on paper, and like I love reading hardbacks. It's something about feeling it and like touching it, like you can visually get an imagination of it. I just prefer to do that. And so I started interning with a media company, so creative. Shout out to Carlos. And yeah, and that helped me out a lot. I met so many great people that I'm still in touch with today. I met so many great artists, so many big artists that gave me a platform. They allowed me to do different things. I was a part of a lot of different things. Even with you helped me out a lot too. And so that gave me, when you did the laugh, what was the one on about?
We did a show when you did come out.
Yeah, it was for, I have All Stars of Comedy. The Comedy All Stars at the Laugh Lounge.
At the Laugh Lounge, yeah.
That's when I met my sugar daddy too. For real. I gotta tell you about that.
I was just waiting on the name.
No, I can't drop the
We
name.
keeping it real today. Don't worry. In a couple more weeks, you're gonna start dropping names.
I can't drop the name. But he wasn't really my shit. He tried to be pretty. No. So you helped me out a lot too. So that was really great. So. Long story short, I just really love media. I just love broadcasting. I love journalism. I love everything about it. So I really, really enjoy watching people and learning about people. What made you want to do this? How did you get your start? How did you transition? Like even I was telling Lovey with her interviews yesterday that she was doing, I learned a lot, and I really enjoyed watching her talk to the artists about, well, I've seen you go from this and transition into this. So that's really great when you can captivate your artist or your person you're talking to. Because it makes them feel like, damn, okay, like she's not really just on some interview shit. Like she really knows what she's talking about. She really pay attention. Like I've seen so many, and I'm just gonna say comedians because that's where my base was. Like I've seen so many comedians start from small, like Ken Boyd. Ken started off real small. I remember his sister selling shirts outside the shows. What said "Mama raised a fool," and now he's out there in New York, like doing his thing on so many things. And like
I went to high school with him. We graduated the same year, Cashman.
You dropping names?
You dropped that name.
I was saying,
you know.
I was saying he made sure he shout out to Ken. We graduated the same
class. He's a big, but honestly, he's a big reason I'm doing comedy today.
But Ken is a great person. Yeah. Like he'll support you at anything you do. If you support him, he gonna support you. Now if you shit on him,
I hope he's listening because Ken roasted me at my birthday party. As a matter of fact, remember that joke I always be telling you? I'm not gonna repeat it. Ken was the one who said that joke. At my birthday party. No. No.
Hey, it's keeping it real.
No. We kept it real in the past. That's past tense. But he actually came, and then before I started doing comedy, I was going to a lot of Ken shows, and then Eddie B as well too. Like before I did my first show, I went to Eddie B house, and Eddie B talked to me like one-on-one. So like he's a big inspiration to remember comedy. But sorry to cut you off.
No, that's true. That's just like what was Archie? Archie, remember he used to come out with a stool.
He used to bring his daughter on stage.
Yeah, no, but he used to come out with a stool. Cause Archie, I don't know if y'all know who Archie is, but he is so funny, and he's really known like in Houston as a comedian, as an all around like artist, underground actor, all these things. And he's so funny because he's so short. Like he's like a little bit taller than me, but like he comes out with a stool. Like he's
short.
Yeah.
Y'all listening, but I'm letting y'all niggas
know.
Hey, last night, Ken, the man walked in. She was like, we the same height, but she was like 6 inches high. I said, y'all are not the same height.
No, we really are.
No, she had on heels, though.
No, we the same height.
But she was taller than you yesterday.
Okay, but she had on heels.
But it was funny in that moment.
Damn.
You can continue.
Okay, anyways. But Archie, he's funny. I'm just saying, like, the way they've grown. Like he started off bringing the stool because he knew that would captivate people. Like he's like,
one artist I couldn't get that I was like, why is he with them? At first, when I started watching, was Nate Mingo. I watched him perform. He might have had a bad night that night, but I watched him perform, and I was like, nah, he don't belong with everybody else. It was like everybody else had their own personality. He was just doing it. But now, like once I saw him again, and he was like taking it more serious, I'm like, man, this nigga is killing this shit. Shout out to Nate Mingo.
But even with Kiana Dancy.
Oh yeah, I remember her. She
started that big ass guy.
Yeah.
But she started off with Carlos, and I remember she was not funny. Like when I say she was not funny, I'm not even being funny. Like people was in the audience like
she was just talking to people. She was just like
people was like like that was a laugh. Like you force it. Like it was.
Shout out to Kiana.
But look, she was just on what's the talk.
Yeah, and she was
hosting
was
hosting
at the ATL Comedy Theater.
But she doing her thing. And then she got booed off. But that's after she got booed off of the Apollo stage. And Ken was the host. That was actually she like the man came up tap dancing on her ass. I was like, man, she really getting booed off.
The Sandman. That's what they call her.
Yeah, but look, she got her. She was a host on the top. Like that was her show. That was she was one of the main hosts.
Speaking of getting booed, like I was watching this Steve Harvey. Like I watch a lot of interviews just because, and then a lot of the interviews I do like to watch be like Steve Harvey. And I was watching one where he was like his first night, like just his struggle coming up. He was like, yeah, I was down, I couldn't make no money, but this is how good God was. I got booked for this show. While I was getting booked to do this show, I got a call from New York, and they was like, if you get here, then we'll let you perform on Apollo. And that show that he did that night in Florida paid him enough to get his ticket, a round trip ticket back and forth. And he went down there, did the show, but before he went up, D.L. Hughley went before him, and he got booed off. And then he said Jamie Foxx went before him and got booed off. And then he went up there and killed it. So he got booked and booked and booked on top of that. And I'm just like...
And now look at all of them.
I'm like, yeah, that story's cool, but look at how, like, you specifically know it. Then Jamie Foxx is probably in my top 5. Like, hands down in my top 5.
For overall artists.
Everything. That was probably one of the first stand-ups that I watched. I Might Need Security is probably the first stand-up I just watched, like, back to back to back. Now, I had seen some, like, over and over, but even the sub-clips and all that stuff, the blooper, like, I watched all that, because I'm like, man, this shit is funny.
Yeah.
I mean, the Africans didn't like it, but that shit was funny to me. Okay. Anything else, Ms. Britt? I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, you're good.
That's your whole story?
They will learn about me through our journey.
Alright, so Brittany be being rude to me sometimes, y'all. I'm just let y'all know.
I'm actually very nice.
It's all love, but she be trying to punk me sometimes. I'm just giving y'all a heads up so y'all won't be like, why she talking to him like that? That's just her personality. She don't mean no harm. Okay, we got a couple topics for tonight. I didn't watch the video for that first topic.
Why do you keep bothering the microphone? We can hear you.
It just feels like it's moving, and I'll be wanting that.
Well, you're moving it.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about prior to that.
I'm saying it ain't moving. You can be heard without it being all in your face.
I didn't mean it in my face. I just.
Okay, well stop touching it because you're making the camera cast a shadow on your face.
Yes, ma'am.
It's ruining.
Yeah, get it together.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Is there anything else?
Topics.
Because I didn't watch this midget interview yet, so we're gonna talk about. Did you have a topic, Britt? Her?
No, I'm actually really interested in like the second topic you want to talk about because I have a strong opinion about that.
Gay kids.
Okay.
Sorry.
Not the gay kids.
It wasn't gonna be that hard for me.
It's real with Rillos.
See, and real with Rillos, I'm gonna paint a picture. Lovey just gonna pour all the paint on whatever board she paint on.
She didn't even say
you get the picture.
She didn't even say the confusion. She said, "Oh, the gay kids."
So I wasn't aware that I hadn't been on social media. I hadn't been watching a lot of TV lately. I've been busy as shit at work. But I wasn't aware that Dwayne Wade's son basically came out and said he wanted to be transgender, or maybe already has a kid
well,
already got. Well,
it's not that he wanted to be transgender. He wanted to be associated with as a female. So he just wants to be called Zaya, which is the name that the child wants to go by.
What was his name before? Zion?
It's like Zion.
Zion?
Yeah. But and he wants to be pronounced as she. Like he doesn't want to be called he. He wants to be addressed as a female.
So did it have anything to do with like? Cause when I saw the
no,
I
he
saw
didn't
the
say
story.
anything about being like changing sex or anything like that. I mean,
Okay.
eventually it probably will get to that point. But he's 12. He didn't say anything about that.
Cause the when I saw it, it was like Boosie saying.
No, that's because Boosie was like
that ain't his decision to make just yet. You know, give him some time to grow first before you decide to change his sexuality. I strongly agree too.
This is the thing. And I'm just gonna speak on a parent level. I get what Dwayne Wade is doing. He's supporting his child. That's a great thing. That's a beautiful thing. Because at the end of the day, you want your kids to feel safe, especially when they're coming out with something like that in the world that we live in today. It's a dangerous world out there.
Man, it's a gay-friendly world. Everything's fucking gay.
No, it's still real dangerous.
Gay is being harbored.
No.
It's in everything.
Cartoons.
It's in the books.
I think that's happening because we as a society we've removed our standard. Like there should be at least one standard that everybody looks up to. What is that standard? And when we had that standard, but then it's like it started getting taken out of here. It started getting taken out of here. So it's like there's really no rules to what we do if we can get enough people to support it.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, people. I read comments. When I see something that's real interesting and I saw that Boosie video.
You read the comments.
No, because I like to see what people think.
Mm-hmm.
So when I read the comments for people commenting on Boosie, like some people were like, "Oh, you're ignorant," and this is the thing: ignorance is not being able to accept another person's opinion. That is ignorance. You have an opinion. They're like assholes. Everybody has one. Like, let's be real. What it comes down to is, I should be able to say my opinion, and you be able to tell me your opinion, and that's that. Like, I can't change your mind, and I'm not going to try to change your mind, and you can't change my mind. But what it comes down to is he's still a child. And when Boosie said he's going to be 16, and he might meet a woman and want to mess around with her, now he can't. That's a very true thing. Like, what are you going to do when your child comes up to you and they say, man, I'm just really confused, like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. They don't know their decisions. They don't know anything about themselves yet. At 12 years old, you're still figuring yourself out. Like, I'm still figuring myself out and I'm in my 20s. Like, there's no way that he can make such a drastic decision based on
how do that
his
conversation
age.
go? Like right now, say you become transgender, you get it cut off. What's gonna happen when you 16? I want my dick back.
That's the point. You can't do anything. They can't untuck. Oh, come on, let me untuck it for you. Like,
I will say, when they say a lot of the people that get their parts removed have a higher rate of suicide.
I've read that.
So,
I've read that.
That's your manhood.
I'm just saying, if you make that decision, then you know basically playing with life right there. I'm depressed. You gonna wish you thought you was before or whatever. It ain't gonna work out for you in the long run. But that ain't me to tell y'all what to do.
But I do think that they take it too far a little bit because I've seen some of the pictures of, I don't want to say him, but the child, and they get the child's nails done and all this stuff. I mean,
you gotta give a kid a chance to be a kid.
Sometimes you can't. Like, if my daughter told me, "Oh, I don't wanna go to school today, but I just wanna stay home every day," you just gonna let her stay home?
Hell no.
No, get your ass up and go to school. Like, if they don't want to eat their food, I just want to eat candy. Because they tell you something they don't know. It's our job as parents to shape our kids and train them. So just because, and Dwayne Wade said, my son told me he knew at 3 years old.
Now, hold on. I will say this.
No, but scientifically, I believe that. Scientifically.
Okay, because I've seen kids that, it's like you can see a kid, even back in the day, and you'll be like, you know, that motherfucker sweet.
I got a cousin like that. I agree with that. But I'm just saying.
But I feel like if it's a male, and I could be completely wrong with it, and the male is somewhat sweet, at some point in their life, a man wasn't there long enough.
That's not true.
I don't believe that though.
That's not true because the situation with the, you know what I'm saying? The situation's not always like that. I'm
saying like maybe they was raised around their grandmother. Like,
but see, I have a friend that's married. I mean, I have a friend whose parents been married his whole life. He's still there. And his father is very.
Now, there's a difference between being gay and identify. I mean, what we're talking about basically. Because he's a child. I'm saying Yeah, I'm not, because
that's a huge problem there. Like,
hey, I identify with this sexual
like
role,
women.
period.
no,
Not saying,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That don't even make sense. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Let me tell you, that little boy might be identified as a female and still be attracted to females.
That's what I'm saying. You know, Bruce Jenner said that about himself.
Exactly. It was
He
still
said about himself.
But how do other moms feel when you got this man/woman in the restroom with they kids?
And I will talk about that because
he's still a boy.
This is a good story. So when I was going to Nimitz, we had
your ratchet days. This story gonna be good.
We had a guy. We had a young boy that was in the same class as me, and he identified as a female. He wore heels to school. He had his nails done, had his makeup done, everything. And at a certain point, he decided he no longer wanted to use the male restroom. I don't know if he was having issues. I personally never saw anybody mess with him, but I don't know if he was having issues inside the restroom, or if he just felt uncomfortable, or if he just wanted to be like, shit, I'm about to go to the bathroom.
How womanly I am.
So, long story short, Nimitz shut that shit down because he was using the women's restroom.
That's right.
And I agree with that. You got 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls going in there. I wouldn't want my daughter going in no bathroom with your penis all out and shit. Like, no. So they cut it down. And he called the news.
Standing up.
He called the news. No, he called the news on the school.
But
and he had the news go there and said, and he tried to sue them for.
No, he didn't win in that case.
He didn't win it, and he made himself look stupid because he went on the news and he said that it was discrimination.
No,
how are they discriminating against you? And they let you wear heels, they let you wear makeup. You just can't go in our bathroom.
Now, if you're gonna claim discrimination, I would say or just being targeted. If you go in the men's restroom and you're having problems with other men messing with you because you're not a woman,
that's still not discrimination.
And they're picking on you, that's bullying. So if I go in the restroom and I see this guy fully dressed as a woman, I ain't fucking with him. Like, it's just like, do what you gotta do and get the fuck on. I'm gonna do what I gotta do and get the fuck on. I'm not gonna sit up. What you doing in here? What the fuck? I ain't finna harass you. I'm gonna let you be. So, if he was having issues in the men's restroom when he did go to the men's restroom, then that's understandable because it's like, well, shit, I can't get it. They give me a hard time.
But like, what case
you should
can
bring? That's a news case right there because you're being bullied, and you're being bullied because you're homosexual.
Okay, but
that's a news case.
With that, they're gonna say, okay, well, what else goes on at the school? He's never been jumped. He's never been in a fight at Nimitz. I went to Nimitz for all 4 years, but besides when I moved to the Woodlands and then I ended up going back. And this boy had never been jumped. He never been fought. Like, it was more the situation where they just don't want to mess with him.
Why would you just switch restrooms?
They just like don't. This boy has always been like this though. Like,
no,
and even his best friend was like that. His best friend.
I'm cool with him being. I'm cool with him being. I don't have no problem with him doing that. But if you're already using the male's restroom and you've been using it, don't switch up and then try to sue. Like,
no, but he didn't do that till we were seniors. We were seniors. I'm just put that out. We were seniors, so when we got to being in 12th grade, that's when he was like started wearing his makeup and his nails and his heels, and he just started doing the most. Like,
that's cool, do you? But if you already going to if you done went to the men's bathroom for 3 years, it ain't no way you switching up the 4th year.
But let me go back to this. My whole thing is, I just want to say with the Dwayne Wade situation, as a parent, my job is to train my child. And if my child tells me, hey, mama, this is what I think, whatever, I don't feel comfortable in my body, I accept that. I will support you. But at the end of the day, you're not going to make no drastic decisions while you're in my house.
And it says train your child. You're training them. Who has trained this boy?
I do have one thing.
So, I mean,
why y'all act? I don't have kids, so when you say train, like, I train Nuggets. He's a dog.
Yeah.
But no,
kids are the same way.
No,
it's nature versus nurture at the same time.
Kids don't change who they are; they change who they listen to.
I'm saying their nature versus their nurture, meaning like.
Exactly.
Whatever's in them innately, you can try to either make them suppress it their whole life or let them.
And they still gonna get loose. They still gonna get loose eventually. Like, I understand that, but I'm saying a lot of times when kids are kids and they do get loose, like they might decide to get loose because you were too strict. But if they get loose early, it's not because they're changing. It's because they're changing who they're listening to. They're still young.
Yeah. When
so
I
it's
say
like
train,
who's you listening to influence this.
Yeah, because when I say train, I'm not meaning like train your, like how you train your pet. What I'm saying is, for example, I'm training my daughter to be comfortable in herself. I'm training my daughter to love herself and to accept herself, and to everything that comes with her is with her, and whoever gonna get that is gonna get that, and that's how she's gonna be. I'm training her to be the correct woman that she wants me to be. Like the same way I uphold myself and the standards I set for myself, I set my daughter's standards 10 times higher.
But you're training her to be a
I'm
woman.
training her to be a woman. Like the social media, I was just telling somebody this, how social media has all these young girls thinking you are not sexy if you are not clothes.
Yeah. If your hair ain't
You can
laid.
be sexy. Being smart is sexy.
Amen. You better preach.
No, I'm just being honest. Like having your shit together is sexy. Being independent is sexy. Knowing yourself, knowing your worth is sexy. All those things are sexy. Like you don't have to be naked to be sexy, and there's nothing wrong with being naked. But at the end of the day, if all you got is pussy, well, I mean. What else? They get that anywhere.
Society does that to people. Make it seem like it's more about your outer appearance and the way you take an angle of a picture that's going to drive your likes up. And it's like people get so focused on the wrong thing that they miss it. And I was like this myself when I first started comedy. It was like, man, I'm trying to get these likes. I'm trying to, get 5,000 people and stuff like that. And then when I came to the radio station, Lovey was more like, hey, I just want these artists to get paid. My job is I just want to get a lot of music for myself so I can enjoy some good indie music, and I want to make sure the artists get paid. And I'm like, damn, that kind of makes sense. It ain't about, having the biggest, following or this or that. It's just get your content out there. Eventually you're going to get booked for this. Eventually you're going to be here, you're going to be there, just because you're getting the content out there and doing it the right way. And it's like it's a two-way street. Artists providing you providing them, make sure they stuff get taken care of. And that's how I started addressing my social media stuff. So a lot of times I was interacting on people's posts.
Yeah.
I didn't even care about the likes. But then the likes naturally came.
Yeah.
So that's something I learned from Lovey.
Lovey, what do you think about the situation with Dwayne Wade's son?
Again, I don't know all the details about it. I just hear what people say, and I just kind of feel like any kind of mutilation to a child obviously is a no-go. And I feel like it's nature versus nurture, and it's like back in the day when a kid was on some gay shit, they'd be like,
try to beat it out of him.
No. Hold on, sis. That's not what I was going to say at
all.
She brought the whole Louisiana went on that one.
No. I'm saying they would see him and they'd be like, oh, like he's sweet. They'd be like, they'll know at this age that this person who's 3, who has a mom and a dad, a regular situation, and is just feminine innately. Don't know why, you know what I'm saying? Now, I feel like, are they harvesting it? Are they taking care of it and culturing it and raising it in him by letting him choose? No. Maybe, but we're not in their household. I feel like we don't know how advanced this person, how advanced the kid is for 12. We don't know. There's a,
I don't have a problem with a kid having feminine tendencies and them. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. My thing is, you can still teach him to be a man and he have feminine tendencies.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's still a man.
Now, when you say teach him to be a man, it's like there's idea
of what a man
idea is fading away. What y'all are talking about is like traditions and people buying into the American dream and fitting into the structure that's been going on for all the years that preceded us. You know what I'm saying? But it's not necessarily the structure no more. Like the regular structure is not mom, dad, kids anymore. It could be mom and mom, dad and dad.
Yeah. No, but see,
like shit is
dad,
not.
Mom.
I'm just saying, and I said that to say that traditions are changing and developing in different ways. That's all I'm gonna say. But we do need to go and take a break because
break real quick. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna say my final words on this situation. Thanks for tuning in to Rillos, www.love2jamradio.com. She missed.